Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Forgive me, I have fighting the frogs this morning.
That's okay. My allergies moved up into my nose a little bit over the weekend, so.
I don't think weed eating and being outside is supposed to be a bad thing, but it doesn't help, that's for sure. But yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful day. 76 for a high.
It was gorgeous.
Cool breeze. Man, it was nice.
Saw a lot of people playing golf.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Thought about it early, but, other things going on. But, hey, what a day to get out, golf, walk, sit on the porch, whatever. It was a gorgeous day. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the whole weekend. Lots of things going on. Cross-country meet here at Broken Bow. Lots of people stopped out here, and the Berean Bible Church parking lot was jam-packed. There were a few parked over here, which is not unusual, and looked like lots and lots of people having a great day, and it was nice on Saturday, too. A great day to run.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Yep, perfect morning for that meet.
Good weather for rodeo as well. High school rodeo took place Saturday and Sunday. Saw some folks yesterday fueling up and get ready to go home pretty early in the afternoon, so I know they like to get things kind of wrapped up so the kids can get back home before they go back to school. And they had a great weekend of rodeo out at the Custer County Fairgrounds, weather-wise as well. So those activities really blessed with good weather. And, of course, there was good weather for the Nebraska game, too, down at the Memorial Stadium in Lincoln.
Looked like it. Looked like the weather was beautiful.
A little bit of a storm yesterday as Mr. Alberts pulled the plug on Scott Frost yesterday. Little surprise, from a business point of view, just strictly business, because that's what it is these days. Unfortunately, college sports has become a business. That could have went to October 1st with Mr. Frost and saved $7.5 million of taxpayers' dollars, but made the change over the weekend.
He did.
Yeah.
I was reading where Nebraska's severance bill, I guess is what you would call it, where they are paying coaches now that are no longer coaching Nebraska football. With what happened Sunday, it's now up to $50 million that we're paying coaches.
That is something. I could go on a rampage.
I'm sure you could.
All that talk yesterday from Alberts about what was good for the players and so forth, and I was thinking about all the portal guys that came in and haven't been there all those years that are playing, so they don't fit in with that categorization. But I'd like sometimes during a conference like that they would talk about academics just for a minute.
Well,
just say, they get along a lot better in their studies if things were maybe smoother in the activities with the football team. But I don't know if that's true or not. I just think it would be healthy if you're talking about a $50 million bill for coaches that you let go. You might just try to work in a little academic conversation for taxpayers who are... See, I think the one thing that bothers me with football in Nebraska is that it's a moneymaker.
Oh, most definitely.
They can probably swing that $50 million with the profit and loss picture that they have. But other sports don't do that. They don't make money for the most part. Volleyball might these days in Nebraska, but they have a lot of other sports that don't make money. So in reality, as taxpayers, you own Memorial Stadium. You've paid for it. You pay taxes to educate children and kids and get them to school. You own that property, at least a little teeny piece of it. So it really bugs me.
I can tell.
But as far as whether they should have fired Mr. Frost or not, I don't know enough about football to know. I will say this, and then I'll let you dive in because you can talk the football part of it.
Oh, I don't have much to say.
I just think we have such expectations of new coaches that it really makes it hard for them to deliver. And I can't imagine the pressure that Frost has felt because of the close games they've lost, the unsuccessful seasons that he's had, went through COVID, all of those sorts of things that changed things up a bit. How much pressure we as fans put on the head coach of Nebraska. And there was talk many years ago about getting rid of Tom Osborne, and thank goodness they didn't do it. That's my spiel.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have a lot to say. I did find the timing of it interesting, like you kind of mentioned in regards to the financial situation, but the optimist in me, and I'm one of those guys, you know, you just kind of get the feeling that in Trev Albert's mind, there is still plenty that can be made of this season if there was immediate change in leadership. I mean, at least I think in his mind, just listening to him yesterday, that's what I took away from it. Now, will there be? I don't know. I mean, time's going to tell that.
Right.
I think Mickey Joseph is a coaching superstar. He's, you know, extremely well respected, and it'll be interesting to see his approach to things. I think the thing that jumped out to me from the press conference was they asked Mr. Alberts, what are your expectations for the program moving forward? And he said, well, the one thing that we're going to do is we're not going to talk about championships.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I don't know if there's been an AD that has said that in the past 20 years or whatever it's been during this time that we've been having a lot of coaching changes. Usually the athletic director will come to the podium and say, listen, Nebraska football is about winning. It was a different approach yesterday. It's like, no, we're done talking about that. We're not going to live in the past. We can't. We have to understand what the situation is now. And I found that interesting, his take on that, because I would probably agree with him. I was a little surprised that Scott Frost was the only one that was let go yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if what people think of our defense after 3 games, but Saturday was absolutely atrocious. But he said, listen, that's not my decision. Mickey Joseph is the head coach. If he wants to make a change in staff, that's up to him. Thought that was interesting, too. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. As a Husker fan, I'm sad it didn't work. I am. Who didn't want Scott Frost to be the guy? I think we all did. I would think we all wanted him to be the guy. But the close loss after close loss after close loss, I think just finally started to add up, didn't it? You know, and just never ever being able to get over the hump. And I listened to Scott Frost's post-game press conference on Saturday, and it was disheartening to listen to, because I heard a coach that sounded defeated, and that made me sad, because it's Scott Frost, man, you know. And so to me it's sad that it didn't work out, but it didn't. So, you know, Trev Alberts is paid the big money to make decisions, and so he made his decision, and now we're going to see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I agree with most everything you said there. I would add a little bit to what you talked about. Scott Frost looked miserable yesterday on the sidelines. He looked out of sorts the week before. And if you're going to fail, you know, and failure had to be, you know, staring him right in the face, because he knows what's going on with the main office when they're, you know, dissatisfied with those losses, those close losses. But if I was in Scott Frost's shoes, which would never happen because I don't know even, you know, I know what a 1st and 10 is. But honestly, if you're going to fail, you should be maybe able to finish it up. And he really hasn't, because he's not calling offense anymore. The defense is didn't seem like he had anything to do with that, probably didn't want to with the way they played. So basically he was standing along the sidelines once in a while talking to a player. So they kind of took his opportunity away to go ahead and either win or fail this year the way they made the changes, because it just seemed like he was kind of there and miserable and out of sorts because he wasn't calling the offensive plays anymore. And it just seemed like he wasn't talking to the players as much. He looked miserable. And, maybe if they're going to, do something like this over the weekend, it would have been a little less, I think, maybe more acceptable if he was still calling everything. But he really wasn't. Didn't seem to me, and I don't know that much about it, but just didn't seem like he was that interactive on the sideline. He looked like he was, getting a root canal.
Well, it was a tough night.
Yeah.
It was a tough night. Although, with the whole era of Scott Frost, there's always the glass half full. And the offense and some of the players that Nebraska has on offense, for me, they are fun to watch. This Anthony Grant kid, the Allen running back at freshman, Thompson at times at quarterback, this group of receivers he has, there's some weapons on the offensive side of the ball, but when you're giving up over 600 total yards of offense to Georgia Southern, and listen, they had a great plan. I give them all the credit in the world, but my goodness, that was
we made them look good.
Watch.
We did. We made them look good. We'll see, though. I don't know, really. There'll be some coaches out there interested, but with the revolving door we've had and the pressure that they know they're going to be under to make it successful, I don't know how many coaches out there, if they're in a good position somewhere else, will. What is
the pressure at Nebraska now? Is it still to? I think down the road, everybody wants to win a championship, but say the pressure today compared to 15, 20 years ago, is it the same?
Well, I don't know. You got a banner hanging on your office in there.
Yeah, I do.
Of those old days.
I do.
That's what people want back.
It is.
And if they start winning games, a few games along the way, if they get 50-50 or 60% wins, you darn right they're going to want those championships, and the pressure will be there.
If they finally start winning again.
Well, the pressure is to win.
Yeah.
Yep. And have that old moxie that we used to have. People used to be afraid to come in and play at Memorial Stadium. They're not anymore. And that puts a lot of pressure on everybody. It used to be that they were scared to come and play. The team that came here, by the way, back to the money in the business of college football, they got $1.5 million to come and play.
They did.
Why wouldn't you do that?
And they made the most of it.
Yeah. They walked away with a win and had $1.5 million in their pocket. Litchfield Public Schools today, they're having Sloppy Joes.
Let's see. That is the wrong. What is today?
Today's the 12th, Brent.
Okay. That's not the right menu. Let's go to this one. Ansley today, going to be beef fingers for lunch at Ansley today.
This is Broken Bow Middle School, High School today. Chicken nuggets with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, crispy chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Sandhills Public School today. Chicken patties on a bun, tater tots, carrots, and peas at Sandhills.
At Arnold today, it's hamburger on a bun. And by the way, Arnold is having their festival this Saturday. We'll be talking about that this week and doing a remote on Friday from Arnold.
Thetford today, calzones, corn, vegetables, fruit bar at Thetford today.
Arcadia, chicken fried steak.
Let's see, SEM today looks like orange chicken on the menu at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Callaway, it's a nacho bar today.
And Myrna today, pizza pinwheels, mini corn dogs, crispy chicken shaker with roasted flatbread at AM.
Cozad, chili with cornbread. Quesadillas, Big Mac salad, fresh garden salad, and all sorts of good things at Cozad today. All right. Boy, another one a little hard. You know what? It's been fascinating with the loss of the Queen in England. The amount of attention worldwide to this loss, and how in many cases, America has responded to it. I guess people pay attention to monarchies. Not that they really can do anything politically, but I guess leading the way, setting examples is how she'll be remembered for sure. But we're going to have another 5 days or so of that. That's going to be continuing.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's going on. I thought really good news in Ukraine. They actually are taking back some areas that the Russians occupied and doing it quite quickly. I guess if you look at traditional war activities, they're taking back quite a bit of their area that they lost. They've got a long way to go, but that's good news. So there's some good things happening out there in the world. Yesterday was a very special day. 21 years since the disaster, the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers. And I don't know if you folks caught any of it. I think one of the things yesterday did, if you watched a little of the coverage on it, was it kind of refocused about those firemen, those heroes that went up into those towers really knowing that they probably wouldn't make it back out of there. 351 or 2 firemen killed that day in the collapse of those towers, and some still suffering now from side effects from being around those toxic things that came out of that disaster. So it kind of was cool to see them talking about the firemen again. You know, the people get pretty patriotic about it, which is fine, which is good, but those heroes should be remembered. So yesterday was a pretty special day.
Yeah.
Today, my friend, is National Chocolate Milkshake Day.
I love the chocolate milkshake.
They're good. Now, the other one is interesting. National Video Games Day today. Speaking of money and business, video gaming is an $18 billion a year industry. It's hard to believe, but the first video game patent was back in 1947 when they described it as an interactive electronic device. So make that $18 billion a year industry to turn your mind to mush and focus in on the screen. And I don't know how the kids do it with their fingers, but they do. National Day of Encouragement, which is kind of nice. Everyone can use a pat on the back. Take a second to give someone a positive boost. You can do it. And it's also Hug and High Five Day.
Nice.
Another positive piece. Canceled for a couple of years due to COVID. Now it's back. Just remember to sanitize first if you're really going to, high five all day. Might want to take along a little sanitizer with you to go, between high fives.
Sounds good.
All right. It is 10 minutes before the hour. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a Monday. This is a full week.
It is.
A short week. But a full week gives you the opportunity to go to volleyball games and football games and all of the things you have scheduled up. My goodness, this week is crazy.
There's a few things going on. Yeah. We'll plan to have volleyball on the air for you tomorrow. We plan to go to Greeley, where Central Valley will host Arcadia Loop City and Ansley Litchfield for a volleyball triangular. We'll have those matches for you tomorrow. They'll be on the radio and also the live video stream. I will be really busy on Thursday. We're going to go to Lexington and do Broken Bow volleyball on the road. That's going to be on KCNI on Thursday, because also on Thursday we're going to do high school football as South Loop takes on Sandhills Thetford on a Thursday night game, and we'll have that for you Thursday. And then on Friday we'll have our football doubleheader with Ansley Litchfield against Burwell on Friday on KBBN, and Broken Bow will host O'Neill at Mark Russell Field on KCNI.
All right. Let's play the game and see if we can give away a prize this morning on a Monday, maybe brighten somebody's day since it's, Hug Day and High Five Day and National Day of Encouragement. So maybe we can tap into that.
All right, last question regarding inventions. The Manhattan Project was started by President Roosevelt in 1942 to ensure that the U.S. beat the Germans in developing a nuclear bomb. Who was appointed as scientific head of the Manhattan Project? Who was in charge of it? Your choices are Robert Oppenheimer, James Conant, Les Groves, or Van Smith. The Manhattan Project was started by President Roosevelt in 1942. Who was appointed as scientific head of the Manhattan Project? Robert Oppenheimer, James Conant, Les Groves, or Van Smith are your choices.
Give us a call at 872-2801, and Brent has a prize for you this morning. What are you giving away, Brent?
Pizza.
Pizza. Here we go.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to offer their customers the #1 recognized brand of pre-finished LP Smart Side, Diamond Coat. It boasts a 30-year no-fade warranty, a siding system that hides nail heads, and it reduces maintenance. It can be installed year-round, will instantly increase home value and curb appeal, and it's available in all kinds of colors. Choose Diamond Coat for your LP Smart Side. Head to Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street in Ansley.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
We had a caller, and I lost it. Didn't get it picked up in time, kind of like that short bite with a bobber. Here's Brent with the answer.
Robert Oppenheimer was the one in charge of the Manhattan Project.
Robert Oppenheimer. All right. We're going to take a little music break and see if we can get lined up to bring you some grocery specials out at the grocery cart. So stay tuned. That's coming up here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Bob Seger, Wait for Me, right here on The Breakfast Show. Monday morning, it is temperature got down to 41 last night, by the way.
That's fantastic.
Well, yes, except it reminds you that it won't be long. It'll be in the 30s.
Yeah.
And it's going to get down into the mid-30s, and then it's going to get down into the freezing level.
I don't think it'll happen this week, though.
No,
I saw, 80s and maybe even 90 here and there?
Another warm week, yeah. So the guys will be continuing to pump water out there the way it sounds. Grocery Cart in Broken Bow's ad is out for this week, and these specials run through Sunday, through the weekend. And you can go on your device and take a look at those. Just type in Grocery Cart, and you'll find the ad specials of the week. And also, they'll have on the top all the different things that you can purchase that give you products with points. And the points system is pretty cool because you can either get products back, certain products back, or you can use those points to go get gas at Casey's a little bit less expensive than it is, get a discount there. So be sure and check out the points page when you're there, because when you walk in, you can also pick up the printed sheets if you want to find out what they are while you're shopping. If you're not one of those people that likes to look at things on your telephone, that's okay. When you get to the store, they'll have them there for you and explain to you what the point products are for the week. The specials are in the produce department and the meat department and all across the store. And then they have the little tags all over the store that they're probably putting up right now at the Grocery Cart that are, what are they called again, Brent?
Temporary price reductions, I think, is what you're talking about.
Yep, and they just hang those up. Little surprises for as you go through the store that save you some money as well. Steve and the crew know that having grocery prices up is problematic for you folks out there. Spending more money on what you eat. You got to eat. But they do their very best to save you money. And as prices go down, you'll see the prices go down as well. In the meantime, they come up with these specials for you to try to help you save some money, and they have all kinds of opportunities. And you can also pick up things at the deli that are already, the meats are already sliced and ready to go. You can still stop in and sit down in their nice dining area there and have a cup of coffee and stop while you're shopping. Big wide aisles and plenty of space for you to stop and talk to your neighbors, which happens all the time at the Grocery Cart. So stop in and see them this week. Through the week, the specials run through Sunday, Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, and never let the parking lot fool you, because if it's full out front, and it usually is, there's plenty of parking on the west side of the Grocery Cart. You just can't see it very well till you pull back there, and there's a big old lot back there you can park in, and plenty of room for you in and outside the store.
Enter to win $25,000 in cash while supporting the Teen Jack Foundation and their mission to end childhood brain cancer. Purchase a ticket for just $100 and you'll be entered to win one of three top prizes: $20,000, $5,000, or $2,500. That's three chances to win with just one ticket. Click the picture on top of the homepage of SandhillsExpress.com today to enter. The winner will be announced September 29th during the Teen Jack Radiothon on KCNI Radio.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Mourners could wait as long as 30 hours to pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth when public viewing gets underway in the UK. But many don't mind.
Queen spent 7 decades giving her life to all us as a nation, and now it's time for us to pay some respect and gratitude back.
King Charles III addressed Parliament this morning after both houses expressed its condolences. Russia's now retaliating and attacking power sources in Ukraine as troops get pushed out of parts of the country. Mykola Vilaskov is a research fellow in Kyiv.
Almost everybody was surprised. It was unexpected, but we managed to do it.
A massive wildfire in Northern California is growing. CBS's Mark Strassman.
Rough terrain's only one challenge among many. Extreme heat and dry conditions over the past week have spread flames faster and hotter. At risk, firefighting crews and more than 11,000 evacuees.
CBS News Brief, I'm Monica Ricks.
In Nebraska news, police are investigating an overnight shooting. According to Omaha police, one person was shot. near Park Avenue and Shirley Street early Sunday after midnight. Officers responded to shots fired on a call at 2:17 a.m. and found a 33-year-old victim with a gunshot wound. The victim was sent to the Nebraska Medical Center. One person was killed after a single vehicle crash Sunday morning in Omaha. Omaha police say they were sent to 72nd and Pine for a one-vehicle crash. According to authorities, at 7:03 a.m. Sunday, the driver of a 2021 Toyota was heading south on 72nd. Witnesses say they ran a red light. The driver then veered to the right and crashed into the concrete base of the traffic signal. The driver, identified by police as 46-year-old Mariel L. Lewis, was sent to Bergen Mercy with CPR in progress, was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police are investigating the crash. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Quick note from baseball before we get into the first NFL Sunday of the season. The Dodgers are the first team in the big leagues to clinch a playoff spot with an 11-2 win over the Padres. Sunday Night Football saw the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 19-3. Dallas loses quarterback Dak Prescott to a broken thumb. He's scheduled for surgery and is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Steelers over the Bengals 23-20 in overtime. Pittsburgh may have lost Defensive Player of the Year TJ Watt for the season with that victory. He reportedly suffered a torn pectoral muscle. Chiefs get 5 Patrick Mahomes TD passes in a 44-21 win over the Cardinals. Vikings down the Packers 23-7. Chargers over the Raiders 24-19. Browns edge the Panthers 26-24. Dolphins defeat the Patriots 20-7. Saints get by the Falcons 27-26. Bears beat the 49ers 19-10. Ravens over the Jets 24-9. Eagles outscore the Lions 38-35. Giants rally past the Titans 21-20. Commanders beat the Jaguars 28-22, and the Colts and Texans play to a 20-20 tie.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing up to 87 degrees for today under lots of sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly clear and calm, a low of 51. Low 90s for highs on Tuesday with sunny to partly cloudy skies. And Wednesday is still looking to stay dry, at least some partial sunshine with highs approaching 90. But a chance for showers and storms Wednesday night and 62. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help you make them feel a little less unexpected. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:05, it's 44 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Winds are light right now out of the north. I think they're going to be southerly later on. Barometric pressure has leveled off now. It has been falling, but now at 30.05 and steady. Humidity at 84%. High yesterday, 76 with an overnight low of 41, as we mentioned. Sunrise this morning occurred at 7:15. Sunset today, 7:55. The days are getting shorter. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:16. We picked up 1900s precipitation over the weekend. That puts us at 2600s for the month. Kind of disappointing, all that talk about rain, and talked with some folks Saturday down around Berwyn. They thought maybe they got 30. And they were disappointed with that because 30 is nice, but as dry as we are, it doesn't do much. So it's very dry out there. Please be very careful about any burning materials. Yet to come, I believe we'll be visiting with the folks from Runza, and also on our list this morning is Ideal Realty, LLC. Now, let's go back to Friday and talk about how much fun it was to be in the car, driving around, going to the different banks here in town, and just basically begging for candy.
Pretty much. Yeah, we were shameless.
Was not a problem.
No.
My goodness, those folks were generous, weren't they?
Yes, they were. That was a fun time.
You know, I was thinking about, probably should have kept that cup from Heritage Inn. They offered the glass, and Bob thought it was too early to start drinking, so we didn't. That was fun, though.
Yes, it was fun. Yeah. Thanks to everybody who kind of got into the spirit of it, too. You could tell there were some people who were listening, and they kind of got into the spirit of it, and that was, like you said, it was just a lot of fun.
Oh, man. People were honking at us and waving, and had some folks waiting for us outside the courthouse to tell us they enjoyed the show. And it's amazing how many people actually listen to this show. It's kind of scary.
It is a bit,
Makes me nervous.
I know.
Never even thought about it before. Go out and about and you realize how many people have you on, and makes you feel a little more responsible.
Kinda.
Boy, I sure hit the candy over the weekend, though. I was out here Saturday working on some projects, and I noticed when I came in yesterday, pulling the mower in, you were working on a sack of candy of some kind. Weren't you were you hitting was it M&Ms or the chocolate peanut butter?
I think it was either chips or popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was finishing up the bag of popcorn that we got. Yeah.
Yeah, that was from First State Bank. We went to all the banks. We didn't go to the, Farm Credit and all of those that are more lender-oriented that don't have drive-thrus.
Yeah.
Next time, maybe we could go in and see if they have any candy.
There you go. We'll just start walking in places as opposed to just going through the drive-thru.
Well, it's so convenient, though, to get all those goodies right through although the Bruning Bank, they actually came out.
They did.
And handed through the window because they had donuts for us.
They did. I was really impressed how, I think it was Nebraska State Bank, they actually gave us fresh coffee, and they were able to position it in the drawer that comes out to your car without spilling it. I thought that was impressive.
It was. They have the nice little cups that would fit into that area, and then have the sippy cup type top on it.
Yeah.
That hit the spot, too. We'll have to do that again sometime. I'm glad you stopped me from going around again, though. I thought, well, hey, we're on a roll here. We could get enough goodies for, a month ahead if we...
That's a good point. Yeah, we could have stockpiled. I have a feeling they maybe would have not been as generous the second time through as they were the first time.
I think that would have been fair. Probably fair for them not to give us anything the first time.
Correct.
Good morning, Millie. She's watching this morning. Thanks a lot for watching the show or listening to the show, whichever you're doing. We appreciate it very much.
Supplies in your soil, but also reduce erosion, conserve soil moisture, reduce compaction, and suppress weeds. These benefits to your soil also benefit your bottom line. Learn more about Soil Builder cover crop mixes and how they can work for you by visiting aeroseed.com or your local Aeroseed dealer.
I'm Dr. Stork. Doesn't your family deserve the best? Eggland's Best Eggs. Classic, cage-free, and organic give you and your family more. More delicious, farm-fresh taste, plus superior nutrition. Compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best provides 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, and 25% less saturated fat. These are no ordinary times, so why choose an ordinary egg? Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. The price of oil keeps going up. Get in on the oil boom now and help make an investment that can potentially pay you monthly passive income for up to 20 or more years. If you're an SEC accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's project. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil, and you're allowed to write off nearly 100% on your taxes in the first year. Call 1-800-278-7455 or go to EncoreOilCompany.com. That's 1-800-278-7455.
8:15, you're listening to The Breakfast Show on a Monday. The Muddy Creek Celebration meeting will be held tonight, planning for next year in Ansley. The Muddy Creek Celebration in Ansley. They're having a meeting tonight for that event at 7 o'clock at Gibbons Electric Shop in Main Street of Ansley. So that meeting will take place at 7 o'clock tonight for the Muddy Creek Celebration planning for next year. Good to hear that they're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Quick time out. We'll continue with these words.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow is proud to be your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, offering the quality of Health Mart products. When you visit right now, you'll see some new items on their shelves. They have a great selection of puzzles that have arrived, made in the USA. They even have the glue you need to enjoy them for even longer than the tabletop. New outdoor flags are in as well. Stop by and check out all that's new at Barney Health Mart, Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Wow, we're active. I
days more than
didn't know
others.
that. Sometimes I wonder.
We're a realist.
Yes.
We're sometimes active. All right. You know, one of the things that really is amazing is how many people out there want to do good things, whatever the case may be. And we know that diabetes is one of the big problems we have in our health in the United States of America and other parts of the world as well. But here in America, we have an unusually high diabetes count amongst our population, and there's some things that can be done to help, and the Seventh-day Adventist Church has a program coming up that just might help you out.
Yes, it actually begins tonight. It's an 8-step video-based course designed to help shift your diabetes paradigm, equip you to reverse diabetes, and rewrite your health history. And this will be presented tonight. It'll be the first of several courses. Step 1 is Change Your Paradigm. That'll be presented tonight at 7 o'clock at the Broken Bow Public Library. And then Step 2 will be on Thursday of this week, September 15th, also at 7 p.m. The course fee is $60, but there is a 50% refund for those who complete the entire program. As Dave mentioned, it's sponsored by Broken Bow Seventh-day Adventist Church, also presented by Community Connection. So we encourage you to take advantage of this. Step 1 will be presented tonight at the Broken Bow Public Library at 7 o'clock.
All right. Universal Insurance Agency in Broken Bow, Nebraska. We talked about it with Bob Bowles last week about all the different facets of insurance coverage that we need to consider. And with that thought, all the different things that we might let slip by could come back to haunt us later. From business to home to farm and ranch, Universal Insurance Agency is ready to go for you.
They are, and they do remind you that if you are in business, it's very important to make sure your business is insured properly. Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow about getting the right coverage. They have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help your business, from HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today, 872-6438. You can also visit them at 940 South E Street in Broken Bow.
Well, the liner said we play a lot of music. We don't always get that done because we have so many wonderful guests. Today, we have a little bit of a lighter load for guests, so let's play some music.
On for that.
Yeah, sometimes my banking time's at 12 a.m. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. It's our perfect time for me to get some banking done. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
When is the last time you compared your home and auto insurance rate? Hi, this is Tina with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. As your new agent in the Broken Bow office, I look forward to working with you and helping to protect your most important assets with comprehensive and affordable coverage. Stop in at our office at 914 South D here in Broken Bow, or give me a call at 308-872-6996. Whether you need home, auto, farm, or commercial, I'm excited to be a part of your insurance team with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Down around boys, it's action time and now round. Now 300, now 75, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9. Sold.
Get your consignments in by Monday, September 19th for the October 8th machinery consignment auction at the Custer County Fairgrounds from Dave Davis Auction Service. This will get your items properly advertised and get them on the flyer. For more information or with questions, give them a call or visit davedavisauction.com. Get your machinery consignments in by September 19th. Machinery consignment auction will be October 8th.
8:26. We didn't get to the birthdays in the first half of our show, first half hour, I should say. So let's take a look. Jennifer Hudson. If you're celebrating your birthday, you're celebrating with Jennifer today. She's 41. And she was 41 today, singer and actress, and Oscar-winning singer, actress. A new talk show she's starting today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sydney Sweeney, 25, actress, played Eden in The Handmaid's Tale before really breaking out as Cassie on HBO. Kelsey Ballerini, 29 today. Country music star. Did I say that correctly?
You did, I believe.
All right. She's 29, singer-songwriter. She started writing songs when she was just a kid. And one that I know you're going to know.
Oh?
2 Chainz.
No clue.
Real name is Tauheed Epps. He's 45.
Okay.
He's a rapper.
Oh.
He had a #1 hit on the hip-hop charts in 2012 with a title called No Lie, featuring Drake. Does that ring a bell at all?
Okay, no. It does not.
It doesn't mean anything to me at all either. Those are some birthdays. If you're celebrating a birthday today on this 12th day of September, happy birthday to you.
His name was what? 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, and Chainz was with a Z. And it was CHAINZ, the number 2 in front of it. But his real name is Tauheed Epps.
I see. Okay, well, happy birthday.
Most of the CBS prep news we have is about the loss of the Queen in England.
Sure.
But we do have an interesting story I think you'll like. We were just talking about Nebraska football and how serious we should be about it. Well, here's one about Little League football.
Oh.
Football mom chases the kid who tackled her son.
Oh, my.
A mom in Houston has been banned from Pee Wee football games after she chased a 12-year-old player who legally tackled her son. The woman stormed past the sidelines, running after and threatening the kid while gripping something in her hand. The manic mom was found in violation of multiple code and conduct violations. She and her son are now banned from the team and from attending any further games.
And this was where?
In Houston.
In Houston, Texas. Okay.
Yeah. So her son was tackled legally. She didn't like it.
But mom didn't like it.
So she ran out onto the field with something in her hand. I don't know what she was going to do.
Did she catch him?
Well, it doesn't say. Hopefully not.
I hope not. Huh.
That is what's happening in our world. But the one I think the really hard one would be a wrestling parent. because our youngest, Paul, wrestled for a little while, not a long time, and we'd go to the wrestling matches. And there was that instinct to just run down there and help him out.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean,
who doesn't have that instinct as a parent?
You knew better, but, oh, man, just quit twisting him that way.
Yeah.
You know? But never did that, I'm glad. Did you ever run out there and help with volleyball or anything?
No.
Hey, I was going to ask you, saw you coming home yesterday when I was out in the yard. Shelley was driving. You don't get to drive that car?
That's her car.
I figured.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever decide to go to a corn maze, and it's that time of year where corn mazes are going to get real popular.
Yeah, they're cool. I love them.
Well, here's one you might want to have Shelley drive you to.
Oh?
Say, let's take your car. Because it's going to be quite a drive. It's a farm near Chicago. And James Bond fans are going to go crazy over this. A Chicago farm has created a corn maze in honor of the secret agent's 60th anniversary to make an intricate design honoring the anniversary of James Bond.
Okay.
It features faces of 5 famous Bonds.
Wow.
Yeah. The owners use high-tech corn planter tractors outfitted with GPS to get this. So in other words, they didn't cut it down. They planted it that way.
Okay.
So it's really distinct.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It's over 10 miles of trails.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 miles. It sits on 28 acres of land. The farm's co-owner tells CBS it was worth all the work just to put a smile on people's faces.
Man, that's kind of cool. I wonder if when you're done, they offer you a martini, shaken, not stirred.
Probably made out of corn liquor.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
When you visit Gary's Superfoods, you're going to find savings around every corner. Through Tuesday, Smithfield all-natural whole bone-in pork shoulders are $1.99 a pound. 3-pound bags of Open Acres navel oranges or mandarins are just $3.99. For your tailgate, Frito-Lay Tostitos or Ruffles are 2 for $6. Start your morning right with Tropicana Trop 50 or Pure Premium orange juices, 2 for $8. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow.
She's beautiful. I love you.
Look, Daddy, I made you this.
Our little girl is growing up.
Dad, I just want to tell you I love you.
I just want to grow old with you.
They mean the world to you. Protect them for life with life insurance.
Clang Financial can help you create an individualized solution to protect your family with life insurance. Call Clang Financial today for a free consultation at 872-6810.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Unbelievable. It can't be happening. It's not possible.
What's happening?
The third Thursday
of the month, yeah.
This is not real. We just started September.
Kind of feels like it. But it is the third Thursday. So that means they've got it going on at Rustic and Red in Cozad. Their Sippin' Shop will be this Thursday. Grab your friends and head to Rustic and Red. They'll be open from 10 to 7 on Thursday. Sales will run all day, and then the sipping will start at 4. September Sippin' Shop at Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad. Rustic and Red provides home decor, specialty candles, men and women's apparel, wedding gifts, baby gifts, jewelry, specialty coffee and tea, all kinds of stuff. And so we encourage you to check it out. Third Thursday, this Thursday, at Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad.
land. Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
Another reminder, we'll do that one more time. The folks in Ansley are having a Muddy Creek celebration meeting tonight. That is going to be held at Gibbons Electric in Ansley at 7 p.m. For you folks listening in Ansley, you pulled it off last year, kept it going, and now they want to start planning for next year and see what they can come up with. So join them at 7 o'clock tonight at Gibbons Electric in Ansley for a planning meeting for the Muddy Creek celebration. Again, that is at 7 o'clock tonight. Now, Brent Apperson was a graduate of Loop City High School, although there had to be some time that he stopped by the Loop County High School. Have you been in the Loop County High School inside?
I'm trying to think. I think I may have done a volleyball tournament there years ago.
In the old gym?
I think so.
That's a neat old building, isn't it? Neat school. I went to a six-man football game there once.
I've been to several football games there at Taylor, but as far as inside the school and in the gym, I want to say I did a volleyball tournament there several years ago.
Well, they would like to have somebody who has talents in cleaning and maintenance and so forth apply for a job at the Loop County High School.
Yes, Loop County Public Schools in Taylor is accepting applications now for a full-time custodian. We'll work mostly afternoon into the evening with some nights and weekend hours. And then when you get to the summertime, the work would be mainly daytime hours. Competitive wages based on experience with a comprehensive benefit package and retirement benefits. For more information, contact the school at 942-6115.
Thank you, Brent. Looks like our guests are here. Come on in, and we'll get set up for that. While you listen to... No, let's not do anything. Let's just bring our guest in. Brian, how you doing?
Great. How are you guys this
We're
morning?
good. We're good. Grab that mic. Let's tear right into it.
All righty.
How's things at Runza?
They are going just right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good,
always.
good.
How many Philly Runzas have you served up to this point?
All of them.
Oh, man, I love those things.
Yeah.
Thank you, Runza, for
all
bringing
of them
them
that have
things
been
back.
ordered, we've served them. Yeah.
Man, they're good.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have them on the menu for at least September, maybe October as well. But they've been going over pretty popular. It's a filling sandwich. You know, when you take a meat-filled sandwich and then fill it with more meat and cheese,
peppers and onions,
you get your money's worth on that one for sure.
Sounds delicious.
It is.
So you are selling out on them all the time then?
Well, we keep not selling out of them, but we keep a special concoction set aside to add to the Runza sandwich. Every Runza sandwich just starts out as an original.
Okay.
We don't bake a Philly Runza and bake a cheese Runza. We add those ingredients to them through the day as they're ordered. So
that's what makes them so good.
I can't tell you, or I just can't tell you.
Yeah. So my question is, when you do that, how do you get it back together and make it look so perfect?
Cheesy glue.
Okay, cheesy glue. I love that.
The cheese really helps kind of bring it all back together.
Yeah.
It really does. Yep.
That sounds good. Sounds good right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'm running behind this morning. I didn't eat breakfast yet, so I'm glad we came to talk about food.
There you go.
I'm glad I don't have a stomach mic right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Rumbling going on.
Yeah.
Boy, it's been, I know we talked about it last time, how busy it's been. This weekend we had cross country in town. We had the high school rodeo going on. I think there was some other activities, maybe a wedding or two. It's crazy, isn't it?
We got to see the effects of all that. Yep. It was a productive weekend all around town. So
good.
Yeah, Saturday we have events, and I would apologize to any of our customers that find us at those times. When you have a cross country meet that all kind of gets over at one time.
Yes.
Yeah. With limited seats in town to eat at. We're doing everything we can, folks. I tell you, we're not sitting back there playing cards by any means. and we do everything we can we put those things on our schedule. We're aware of them. We try to bring in some extra staff for those short amount of time, and so we appreciate you coming in. Still want you to come back, and sorry if we had to make you wait at all, especially Saturday over lunch.
Well, that's understandable because the cross-country meets, we watch it across the way here. If you went to one, everybody's there. They're all gathered around, and then when it's over,
they're gone.
Oh, they're on the road or going to stop and get something to eat.
Yeah.
It takes so much time to fix the food. You just have that time element to start with.
Yeah, we do everything we can to prepare, but one of the staples of Runza's way of doing business is we cook less food more often.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that we teach each one of our new employees, and on the grill, I don't have 100 hamburgers sitting up there, but I probably sell 100 an hour. Yeah, not going to have that many made. We cook 8 to 12 of them at a time. What we can fit on the grill, what we can keep fresh, what we can keep rolling out. So there is a little bit of sacrifice to be made for that freshness, but at the end of the day, we want our product to be the highest quality it can be.
Well, it's worth a little bit of a wait to have a hamburger be just off the grill and hot and fresh.
Yeah.
As compared to one that's been sitting for who knows how long, right?
Yeah. We hope not to find out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, double cheeseburgers and all those good things. For the summer, what's been the big hit for sweets? What are people just hitting the ice cream? Or?
Well, our ice cream and shake menu is it's not elaborate, it's not crazy, but it's simple, it's good, and it's made right. We do sell a lot of the ice cream sandwiches. We do, and I think it's one of those things that it's kind of like soup. When we get done with soup season in April, everybody wants to order soup. Oh, I should have came more often, and
Yeah.
we're about 2 weeks away from the ice cream sandwich coming off the menu, which means soup and cinnamon rolls will be back. So if you like the ice cream sandwiches, you got a few weeks left on those, and then it's kind of a good trade back and forth with the cinnamon roll and soup's coming back.
Well, thanks for the heads up on that, because let's go have a few before we make the switch. And that's not a bad switch.
No.
Heck, it was 41 this morning, so we're not that far away from cooler weather. Although this week's still warm, so perfect for an ice cream sandwich.
Oh yeah. And it seems that some people are fine eating ice cream in freezing weather too.
Oh yeah. Ice cream's okay anytime, as far as a lot of folks are concerned, no doubt about it. If you're just tuning in, Brian Palmer is here from Runza. We've been talking about how busy it's been. That makes maybe the next conversation should be about getting some help. Are you still hiring?
We are still hiring. We've started a campaign. We're starting at $13 an hour with some parameters that need met. Some flexibility and enough hours to put in and help. I think we're trying to drive that pretty hard as far as being a leader in the community and putting wages out there that'll attract the right type of help that fits in at the Runza. The industry that we're in there's some come and some go with all of that with your employees, but I really take my hat off to the help that I've had there for quite some time. I think I've got, with if I took my 5 longest tenured employees, I'm pretty close to 40 years of experience. That's saying a lot about the industry that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Without those people, there's no way the ship stays right with all the shifts. It gives Kevin and Joyce an opportunity to not have to live there all the time. Frees things up for all of us a little bit that way. But that being said, it also speaks a lot to the way that we treat our employees.
Mm-hmm.
They are an extended part of our family. We do have very flexible hours for scheduling. We try to make sure our kids get off of work for all the events they have going on. We encourage them to be part of extracurricular school activities. Don't want them to miss family time. So it's a pretty good mix all the way around. But yes, we are still looking for employees.
Okay.
And I think since a year ago, I've always said that if we're full up and you're good, I'll make room for you. So we'll always be hiring as long as yep.
And that's kind of the industry, the way it works. You always want to have people ready to come to work if you can get to that point where
Yes.
you have a little bit of a waiting list there, if you will.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long ago, due to all kinds of circumstances, that you could start at $13 an hour, right?
Yeah, those wages have really gotten crazy over the last 2 years.
Yeah,
they really have. Good for those that are starting. Makes it tough to justify the wages sometimes. But we've had a couple of price increases over the last year.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just trying to do everything we can to keep doors open and get the help coming in to take care of our customers.
Okay. Now, we kind of jumped in. Was there something that you wanted to highlight that we haven't talked about?
I think I get to come see you guys again next week.
Oh, good.
We'll be having our teammates fundraiser drive. So I think I'll come see you guys on Tuesday the 21st. It's something like that. We're going to sit down and talk a little bit about more in detail about the teammates and what the partnership that Runza has committed to with all of our close to 90 stores in the teammates program, and try to drive some business that day. So
it's always great.
Yeah.
And that's not the only time you do this, but this is one I think that's kind of close to Runza's heart with a team,
Yeah. Runza's very, very tight with Alzheimer's research. We do a lot with teammates, and just all of our individual stores partner with things in the community and on a more local level. But yeah, this is one of our big drives of the year.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that. How's Kevin's golf game? Has he said anything?
I just think there's some things I probably shouldn't talk about. What?
You're a smart guy.
Well, I think it's great. As far as I know, Kevin's golf game is getting better all the time.
There you go.
And I'll leave it at that. I know there's some days that he's happier with his golf game than others, which just tells me he's a golfer.
Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't tell me anything about the quality.
Yeah,
it just tells me he's a golfer.
Are you a golfer?
I've golfed before. Yeah.
It's a frustrating game, isn't
it? It can be.
Yeah.
It can be. I used to get really upset over that game, and I was putting a lot of effort in to get better, and I expected to be good right away. Not a game that happens in.
No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
It doesn't.
So.
And speaking of that, the Broken Bow girls golf team, boy, they've had some great outings and set new records, right, Brent?
Yes. Yep. They have this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, they've 2 years back-to-back. Were they state champs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 years running state champs.
That's pretty awesome. I know last year they went kind of head-to-head with Columbus SCOTUS, which is where we came from. And so that was a really interesting match to pay attention to last year at state. And
probably knew some of the people participating.
Yep. On both ends.
Yeah.
A couple of my employees are actually golfers on the girls golf team here, and knew quite a few of the families from Columbus yet. So it was neat to pay attention to.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else that you wanted to make?
Anything on Brad Atkins and Boot? I haven't heard anything on the radio about this for a while.
Well, what happened there is we actually finally received a box in the mail.
Oh, okay.
And it was the boots. They were small boots.
It was a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he did send the boots that we bought at the benefit several years ago.
It was the boots, or do you feel there was a little bait and switch here? I mean,
they seem smaller to me than the original boots that I had my hands on that night. When pulled one of them off when they were auctioning it, and then when I thought I had bought them, I had one in my hand. I felt like it was quite a bit bigger than the ones that we got in the mail. And Brent, you saw those. But they might fit Brad pretty well.
They could have, I guess.
I mean, they're small.
Yeah. But you did get a pair of boots.
Yeah, we got some boots.
All right. Well, I think I'm sorry I brought that up.
Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, I see him frequently.
You see, people sometimes feel sorry for Brad when we might give him a bit of a hard time. Have you ever golfed with Brad?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I used to golf league with Brad. It was fun, but there was never a moment where he wasn't kind of antagonizing you.
Yeah, there's just some things I don't think I can talk about on the air.
Oh, yeah. There used to be a radio station in Cozad, a commercial radio station. It was a FM country, and every once in a while their sign would show up on like the third tee box just to make sure I'd be looking at that. And I'm pretty sure Brad might have had something to do with that.
That would not surprise me one bit. Yeah, you're never sure what you might get, but it's usually going to be with a smile with Brad. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's always fun.
Yeah,
it's always fun.
For sure.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day, guys.
You too. Music from John Mayer. There's one thing Bob mentioned the other day in the car, and he was absolutely correct. Bob Bowles was in the car with us last Friday, and he mentioned that as human beings, we're very good at making waste, because we were behind S&L Sanitation. They were picking up trash and picking up business disposals out in the alleyway.
Yeah.
And he's right. As human beings, the one thing we're very good at, consistent at, is making trash. And some of it, by the way, can be recollected and reused. And that's Bob's wisdom for the day. Thought I'd pass that along to you, and it fits in with what you might bring up.
Yes, we do want to let people know that the Household Hazardous Waste Collection will be coming back to the area this weekend on Saturday, September 17th. It'll be located in Broken Bow at the Custer Transfer Station, collecting items from 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. Some of the items to be accepted include yard and garden chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, flammables, paints and thinners, auto products, used oil, antifreeze, household products and cleaning chemicals, mercury and batteries, auto lead acid and or rechargeable, titanium, cadmium, and nickel halide, and fluorescent light bulbs. Some of the items that they will accept during this waste collection. Also, in Broken Bow on Saturday, September the 17th, they will accept computers. Maybe you have an old computer laying around and you've been wondering, what in the world do I do with this thing? Well, bring it to Broken Bow. Now, this will be the only place during the waste collection that will accept computers. But they will accept them in Broken Bow at the Custer Transfer Station on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. And then later on Saturday, the waste collection will make its way to Callaway at the old dump site, and they'll be there from 11 until noon. That's all taking place this Saturday, September 17th.
All right, thank you, Brent. It's 9 o'clock.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. People in Scotland are standing by to catch a glimpse of Queen Elizabeth's coffin and pay respects as it makes its way to London.
I think she was a marvellous lady. She was a very dignified lady. She was always there for her people in the country.
The public can also view the Queen's coffin in Westminster starting Wednesday. Her funeral is set for next Monday. Russia's troops are now getting pushed out of parts of Ukraine. CBS's Deborah Petta has the latest from Kyiv.
Ukrainian forces have swept through the northeast, the blue and yellow flag flying high in liberated towns and villages across the region as advancing troops push north just 30 miles from the Russian border.
The biggest private sector nurses strike in U.S. history gets underway this morning in Minnesota. WCCO's Al Shock is in Minneapolis.
The walkout is scheduled to last 3 days. Temporary nurses are on duty at all hospitals affected by the walkout.
CBS News Brief. I'm Monica Ricks.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
Some NFL injury news this morning. Reports say Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott will have surgery on his right thumb today. He is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. He sustained the injury in the loss against the Bucs in Sunday Night Football 19-3. Reports say the Steelers are worried that star pass rusher TJ Watt might be done for the year with the torn pectoral muscle he suffered in Sunday's overtime win over the Bengals. He's getting an MRI today. In baseball, the Dodgers became the first team to clinch a spot in the postseason with an 11-2 win over the Padres. LA's magic number to clinch the NL West is down to 2. Albert Pujols went deep again on Sunday. It was his 697th career home run. He passes Alex Rodriguez for 4th on the all-time list. And 19-year-old Carlos Alcaraz won the U.S. Open. With the win, he becomes the first male teenager to be ranked number 1 in the world.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing up to 87 degrees for today under lots of sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly clear and calm, a low of 51. Low 90s for highs on Tuesday with sunny to partly cloudy skies. And Wednesday still looking to stay dry, at least some partial sunshine with highs approaching 90. But a chance for showers and storms Wednesday night and 62. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your place for all things pivots and electrical. Call today to schedule your fall pivot maintenance, to quote a brand new Zomatic pivot with 0% financing, and ask how they can save you $500 on a new sprinkler package. With harvest coming, make sure your grain bins are in top working order by having them checked over or even rewired. They also carry the widest range of fuses and capacitors in town. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. That's Custer Electric and Irrigation at 872-7786 on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04, 56 degrees outside already under a sunny sky here at Broken Bow, Nebraska. Good to have you along. Up next, we're going to talk about real estate and selling and buying real estate, homes, farms, empty lots, commercial. Here's Brent with our next guest.
Kirsten is here from Ideal Realty in Broken Bow. Nice to have you along.
Nice to be here on this beautiful fall morning.
It is kind of beautiful outside, isn't it?
It is. The sun is shining, and it's a nice, cool day so far.
Yes. So what's happening in the real estate biz?
You know, we're staying busy, which is good. Kind of low on listings, so if you're looking to list, we're always looking and willing to help you. But we're doing good. Things are still moving. They're a little bit slower than we would have seen maybe a year and a half ago. But they're still moving along, so it's going well.
Everything is so connected, isn't it? I mean, you know, what happens here can affect what happens here and on down the line, right?
Yes, there's lots of different moving parts to the real estate industry. You obviously go back into the banking, there's just so many factors that affect real estate, and that's what we like to keep up with.
Are you still seeing the situation where when something does get listed, I mean, I'm sure it depends, on the listing.
Yes.
But are they still going pretty fast?
It depends, like you're talking on the listing and where you start at list price-wise.
Sure.
So that really changes on that aspect. We see a lot of the desirable homes, like here in Broken Bow, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, move-in ready. We see those ones go pretty quick, or the ones that would make good investment properties. Those tend to go fairly quickly still.
Yeah. Let's see, if someone's interested in listing, the way you get the ball rolling is to contact you guys, right?
You bet. Call us, our office, 872-8360, and we'll start talking and getting the ball rolling. We'll get you a CMA going. So that's a comparative market analysis, which we do, and we sit down, go through all comparables that are similar to your property in the area that have sold within the last year or so. And we sit down, get you a price, go through that process, because that's kind of the biggest factor when you do list is price. Starting way too high can be very detrimental. You can sit on the market for 6, 8, 9 months because of your price, and that's about it. And buyers will start asking questions as to why this property is still on the market. So this is why it's a really good plan to start with a CMA by a professional realtor. That way you start at that right price. And when you start at the correct price, there's no saying, we saw it a lot last year, that you could get potentially more than your list price. We have seen it a couple times still this year. It has slowed down just a bit, but it's still potential. It can still happen when you start at that right price, that buyers are like, yes, that house is worth that. Yep, it's worth it. They may even say, well, I want it, and I'm going to go another step forward to get it.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this now? You've been doing this a little while now.
I have been. So it's been about 2.5 years now, just shy of probably. So
that doesn't seem possible to me.
I know. It seems like just yesterday I came back from college and jumped in head first, and we're here today, 2.5 years later.
Yeah.
So it's been a ball. It's been fun, and I'm excited to keep moving forward with my career and furthering Ideal Realty and just running with it. It's very eye-opening. I never thought I would have been here, because you watched me play high school sports.
I did, yes.
Here in Broken Bow, and it's just crazy to think where I'm at today compared to where you first saw me out on the court.
Well, first off, it's great to have you come back to the area to do this. What is there something that you have learned in this 2.5 years?
Oh, something?
Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of things, but is there maybe one thing above the others that you're like, hey, you know what, I maybe didn't really know this coming into it, but this is a critical part in the real estate business?
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a really broad question. So real estate is always going to change. It's never going to stay the same. And that's one thing I guess I learned is I thought coming into it, I could learn and I would be good to go.
Yeah.
That's never the case in real estate. It's a learning curve every single day. And that's what I'm here for. I have that experience now, 2 years backing me, and I have over, I think it's 40 years experience backing me on our administrative side with Mo and with Marion and all those guys. So I've got some leadership roles that also have ample experience in this field as well. So I think just underestimated the amount of information that you keep learning all of the time.
Yeah.
And that goes for life too.
Oh,
you never stop learning.
Good point.
That's
no,
right.
you don't. Any listings that you wanted to mention?
Yes,
here this
I
morning?
do. Yes, I've got a list here. We've got a couple still available, and one of which being here in Broken Bow, 639 North 8th Street. So this is positioned somewhat between North Park School and Custer in the high school there. So it's a great location, close to schools. It has lots and lots of storage, ample closets, decent cabinetry in the kitchen. It's 2-car detached garage. It's ready for move-in, so move in tomorrow if you like, if you can. Main level, it has a great open concept kitchen, living and dining, and a nice family room that opens out onto a deck. There's also a main level bath, and the laundry is in that main level bath as well, with a bedroom on the main level as well. Upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms, and then a spa-like bath. It's got a beautiful soaker tub, walk-in shower, great storage up there as well, double sinks. It is really a jaw-dropper bathroom. That's my favorite part of this property. And again, that is 639 North 8th Street here in Broken Bow.
Okay.
And then we've got 434 West Center in Myrna. This is also a great little property. It just reduced to $59,000. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath property. This would be a great fixer-upper, maybe. If you're looking for some sort of investment property, this would be a good investment property. Beautiful small town living, Myrna, Nebraska. They don't pop up all the time, Myrna. It sits on a big lot, has a fenced-in backyard, off the street parking in the back, a newer roof, I believe in 2019. In the inside has a great living space, dining area, kitchen with the appliances. It also has a mud room, and the washer and dryer are staying. And both of the bedrooms are very nice size. They're very sizable. So this is a great property, and take it for your consideration. Go check it out on our website, goidealrealty.com. All the pictures are there. It's a cute little cottage-style house there. So take a look at it. Go drive by. Great property.
Okay.
We've also got one over in Sargent right now, 403 West Della. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Again, this one is a smaller cottage, cozy home. Got some original wood floors throughout. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, obviously. And the bath has some updates. Kitchen, mudroom, and it has a decent-sized lot as well with a fenced-in yard. So this one is listed just at $25,000. So if you're looking for a deal and, again, maybe first-time rental property, there's lots of ways and avenues that this property could go. It's a nice little place there on the corner in Sargent.
Nice.
And the last one, we still have a double-wide mobile home for sale. It's a modular type. 2016, and it is to be moved off the property. So it's 2016. It's got a great layout. You walk in, open living, open kitchen with a huge, enormous island that has lots of storage in it. A beautiful master walk-in closet. Beautiful master bathroom as well with a tub, shower. separate stool room, double sinks. It is really a great layout. And it is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath to be moved off the property.
Okay.
And that is just at 150. So great opportunity if you're maybe wanting to build and that's not quite looking good right now. This could be a great option. It's up there by Anselmo to help you with moving ideas. So that one is still available. Great property and great opportunity.
And you guys deal in all kinds of things, right? I mean, not just homes,
Yes.
but also acreages, commercial properties.
Yes.
You deal with all of it, right?
Yeah, we do it all. We do commercial, residential, land, lots, farm. We'll do ranch if anybody wants to let me jump into that. That'd be amazing.
There you go.
But we do it all. Yes, we do all real estate.
How's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to get a hold of me is my cell number, and that's 308-870-3153. If you're looking for information on listings or just general information on real estate or more information about a CMA, you can sign up for those on our website, goidealrealty.com. That has really lots of information, lots of tools for you looking into the real estate industry. I actually am doing blog posts intermittently. About once a month, it seems to be, I get to write myself a blog post that goes on the website. And the most current one is about why it is brilliant to have a buyer's agent. So yes. Whoops, sorry about that.
All right, and they can check those things out on like Facebook and your website and all of that.
Yep, follow me on Facebook. Ideal Realty has their own Facebook page as well as my own personal Facebook page, Kirsten Scott Ideal Realty, or at 4 County Real Estate. And I do like to post a lot there, and I do some informational videos every once in a while as well.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to mention this morning?
We hit on a lot of things.
All right.
So I think we got a lot done this morning.
Good.
I had one quick question, Kirsten. When you mentioned the CMA.
Yes.
And let's say you had one done, and I know that both, I think you and Mo have talked about on the air here that sometimes there's some things people can do to make their house more sellable.
Yes.
Does that CMA also help maybe, you know what, if that garage had better siding on it, that sort of thing, can you use that CMA to kind of work with maybe some things that need to be done?
Yes, so a lot of times when I do a CMA, I like to sit down, or if you're gone and can't make it, I give you a call and we go over everything. And I'll tell you exactly why this house might have sold just a little bit more than yours. Maybe your kitchen's dated, your bathroom is better than theirs. I'll go through all those things. And kitchens and bathrooms are a big deal.
I bet they are.
They are. If you're looking to gain equity in your house, kitchens and bathrooms, yes, you can put a roof on all day long. Yes, it's good to do those things, and it's good to upkeep your home. But kitchens and bathrooms are the biggest payback.
Well, they're the most expensive to fix up, so
they are, yes.
Probably they get put off more often than a roof. Not that a roof isn't expensive, but a lot of times insurance will take care of that. And a bathroom or a kitchen, those are two parts of the house that you really will enjoy having updated, but it is expensive. So,
yes, time consuming and inconvenient as well.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, make sure that water still runs the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, we do that as well. We'll go through, a lot of times I'll give recommendations to sellers as to how to make their property more sellable. And a lot of times it's simple things such as repaint this room, maybe scrape and paint your outdoor trim. That's a very common issue with loans such as VA, USDA, FHA. That might make it more appealing to buyers and say, yeah, we don't have to do that. So let's go ahead and maybe give them more than what we were thinking. But yes, there's always something to be done. Almost always, I should say.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
But yeah, we can always give you ideas and go from there.
All right. Thanks for answering that question. I just wondered if that was before or after the chicken or the egg.
Yeah. So a lot of times if people are willing to do a little bit of renovations, we try to get those done before we get it listed and out there. It's better just to have a clean slate and a pretty face right away, right?
Just ready to go. Yeah, that's the best way to sell, no doubt about it. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, you bet. Thank you for having me.
We'll take this time out. on The Breakfast Show.
Stress. It never seems to end when you owe money to the IRS. What about the years of unfiled tax returns? Have you tried another tax service and gotten nowhere? Then you need Tax Alliance. Why? Years of being A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints sets them apart. Call 800-987-1097. That's 800-987-1097. Don't wait until the IRS attacks your wages, bank account, your home or pension, and even your Social Security check. Tax Alliance specializes in IRS tax relief programs, including the Fresh Start Initiative, which can finally free yourself from IRS debt. Their tax professionals can file returns, fight the IRS to substantially lower your IRS debt, or possibly even have it forgiven. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, or have a payment plan and are still frustrated, call 800-987-1097. That's 800-987-1097.
Tax Alliance, your tax resolution solution.
Couple more things before we close the show on this Monday. We're on the last bag of the, how do I want to put this politely, the more strong coffee than we've had before. Is that
okay?
You know, so we got to finish this last bag before we can go back to the blend we were using before.
I see.
So we're getting there.
Okay. Because we're using a blend right now that you and I don't particularly care for, right? I mean, we can be honest right?
about it, yeah.
Okay.
It's a little, I don't know, bitter or something.
Yeah. Now, for some people, they would probably love it. But for you and I,
Yeah, they might think that this coffee that we're drinking now is for real men and we're sissies.
So what you're saying is, rather than just, well, I'll just say it, throw it away with what's left.
Right.
From a management standpoint, from a business standpoint, you're going to make us finish it.
Well, of course.
Oh.
Because it needs to be used, and then we can go back to what we were used to.
I see.
But here's the thing, Brent.
Okay.
If we just keep using it, and we slip over to Brubaker's Coffee House.
Oh, there you go.
And have a cup over there, we'll kind of relieve the pain. Or maybe even pick up our own blend over there.
Yeah, there you go. Brewbakers, they're gearing up for a big week. You said that Arnold's Fall Festival is this weekend, right?
Saturday.
Okay, yeah. So the Arnold Fall Festival is this Saturday, and Brewbakers will be open from 9 to 3. So grab your morning cup of coffee before heading to the parade on Saturday morning. Don't forget, Brewbakers has hundreds of gift items, gift certificates, helium balloons, greeting cards, and so much more. Brewbakers is always worth the stop with friendly service and warm atmosphere in the renovated historic building right there in downtown Arnold. Brewbakers open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, open on Saturday from 9 to 3.
You'll probably see Brad around there. Just a heads up on that.
Maybe, yeah. So unlike, because, well, not to go back to this, but, you have Nebraska football decide, we're going to go ahead and pay the extra $7.5 million, right?
Right.
But you won't do that with coffee. You're going to make us finish the blend that neither you or I really care for before you move on to another blend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because
different way of doing things.
Well, in another month or so, once that's behind us, we won't even hardly remember it, and we'll have used the coffee, and we won't have wasted any money.
Yeah, okay.
Or coffee.
Okay.
It's going to be a test. That's why I think we should go to Brewbakers.
I'm with you on that. You been to Brewbakers? You have, haven't you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. A great place.
That's a wonderful place. All right, one last job opportunity that Brent has for you through the Custer County Ag Society.
Yeah, they're looking for a day labor position, someone to fill that. It'd be part-time, setting up for events, cleaning up from events, cleaning stalls, basic maintenance on equipment, mowing, and weed eating. If you're interested or would like some more information about the job, just contact Michelle at 308-870-2493. 870-2493. And again, when it comes to the job opportunities that we read about on The Breakfast Show, don't forget you can also access all the information by going to sandhillsexpress.com and looking at the employment page. page.
Well, thank you to Brian Palmer for coming in from Runza today. Always enjoy visiting with Brian. He'll be back again next week to talk about their Tuesday event with teammates, a fundraiser for you. And I checked the calendar as he was speaking. I think that is the 20th is the Tuesday that he'll be in. And also thank you to Kirsten Scott, who was just in with Ideal Realty. And thanks for Grocery Cart for passing along those information pieces that we could bring you about saving some money at the grocery cart today. And Brent Apperson has a note in his hand he'd like to pass along.
I do. This was brought in earlier this morning. Almost forgot about this. Post office contacted us, and unfortunately the mail truck broke down on its way here. So they're trying to get it fixed. Because of that, obviously the mail will be delivered a little late today. So when you're looking for your mail, don't get alarmed if it is usually there by 11 o'clock in the morning and you're wondering where it's at. They had a little trouble with the truck getting into the post office, so the mail will be delivered. They're thinking like 2 hours or so late today. So just take note of that, and they appreciate your patience.
All right. Thanks, Brent. I wanted to, before we close the show real quick, again remind you that if you are planning on going to the Temple Grandin presentation, which will be held here on September 25th. That's a Sunday at 7 p.m., and that will be held at the One Box Convention Center. That is set and ready to go. Tickets are free. There's no charge for tickets, but since they expect a big crowd for this, you'll want to stop by Mid-Plains and pick up the tickets that you'll need, or call and reserve those tickets. The number is 872-5259. They'll also have a show in North Platte as well, if you can't get into this one, on the 26th at noon. But why travel to North Platte if you want to hear this dynamic personality? Temple Grandin will be here on the 25th at 7 p.m. at the One Box Convention Center. Tickets are free. You just need to get them so that you'll be able to have a seat for the presentation. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, Brent, thanks a lot for joining me today. Thanks for the conversation on the Nebraska football situation. That was probably, the news conference was at 3 o'clock yesterday. You had it on the air live.
We did, yeah.
Here on KBBN, and have a story going on our newscast, sportscast, at noon and 5 yet today. And we'll see what happens. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of coffee drank over that particular subject.
Could be, yes. Hopefully they have the correct blend. So
yeah, and they don't waste anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Whiskey Myers closing our show today with John Wayne.